we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Doncic ngeblok. Mantap, Hawking ngeblok lagi. Ngedang. 3 poin yang gagal. Gagal juga.
Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break.
Selamat datang kembali di DroidCam Gaming. Kali ini kita akan main NBA 2K23 seperti biasa. Kita akan melawan
Thanks for joining us on
Raptors.
2K Sports.
Let's go.
NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. We've got Antetokounmpo. Josh Giddey is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. And for Toronto, here we go. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Now here's Barnes. Siakam trying to free himself up.
Nice rejection from Giddey.
Here's the Bronx. And Curry, here we go. Here's Adams. In time he gets the jumper to fall.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Barnes. Siakam trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Barnes.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Siakam against Williams. Oh, and then jammed by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Now, here's Trent. Pass to Barnes. Back to Trent. 3-pointer. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Giannis high post. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Barnes. Siakam kicks to Trent. And here's Barnes for 3. That shot off. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Curry with the bounce pass. Adams dishes to Antetokounmpo. And that one drops.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Here's Trent. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And Toronto making a change here. Pakai Lucas checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Out of hand. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Young's checked in for Barnes. Here's Mikhailuk, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Giddey. And that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, defense did not see that coming as Giddey goes for the jam.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul.
Home team foul. Thaddeus Young. That's his first personal foul.
1:51 left in the first quarter. Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Young, and again it's Toronto converting.
Backed by great length, I call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
Here's Carr, and the dunk by Carr.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Doncic with the steal. To the paint. Here's Dawkins.
And the power of Chocolate Thunder. Dawkins with a violent approach at the rim.
To the middle. Here's Mikhailuk. And Dawkins pulls it down. The Bronx leading by 3. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And there's the pass to Benton. He kicks to Young. Mikhailuk passes to Young. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Williams. 23 seconds left to play in the first. Doncic fires from way outside. That 3 off the mark. Toronto trails by 5. Now here's Flynn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And good instincts from Doncic. His coaches and teammates love when he's in hustle mode and gets those blocks. I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And so it's the Bronx heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. The scoring so far for the Bronx.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find.
Okay, so raise your hand if you didn't think that Stephen Curry could dunk. Go ahead. Well, if Steph Curry works as hard at golf when he has the time as he did in shooting the basketball, I don't know. He's no slouch on the golf course.
Adams with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Pass to Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
There was a story, Brent, a couple years ago that Steph Curry's best round of golf came during the NBA Finals. Had you heard that?
I did hear that, but I also heard that Andre Iguodala has a major role in how that happened. Andre was taking up his golf game when they were battling the Cavs in 2018. And I think that competitive spirit of Steph's took over. They wanted to take Andre on and got out there during the finals.
LeBron shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
Well, there's so much dominance in Giannis's game and what he can do, especially inside the three-point arc. It's the free throw line that he's still working to perfect.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. Here's Boucher. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Achua finds Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Iya.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Curry with the bounce pass. Williams kicks to Curry. The kick out to Williams. Here's Giannis. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And that's some determination there from Antetokounmpo, able to bully his way through the defenders, multiple that time, while shooting the ball.
VanVleet against Curry. Anunoby has the open look. And the Raptors miss again. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Bronx. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And Giddey gets it to go.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Toronto trails by 14. So a timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Curry's checked in for Curry. VanVleet passes to Anunoby. Back to VanVleet. Passes to Boucher. Fires for 3. Bronx grabs the miss. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Curry. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And here's Trent. He's still scoreless so far in this one. VanVleet finds Boucher. Back to VanVleet. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Antetokounmpo dishes to Adams. Giddey against Trent. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Defenders don't think that Giddey has that kind of shake to his game. I like it when he shows this kind of flash.
VanVleet kicks to Boucher. Anunoby passes to Boucher. To the right side. Back to Trent. Giannis against Boucher. For 3, VanVleet. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timeout called, the Bronx. A new group in now for the Raptors. Ken Burch is checked in for Precious Achua. Barnes comes in for Chris Boucher. Makai Luke's checked in for Gary Trent. And Flynn subbed in for Fred VanVleet. For the Bronx, they've shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. And that one falls for Dawkins.
Shooting for the away team, Daryl Dawkins.
And both free throws good for Dawkins. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A nice shot by Flynn.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
To the inside. And the dunk by Doncic.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
9 feet out.
Iya masuk. Iya enggak.
Barnes can't get it to go. Here's the Bronx. They're on a 17-5 run here. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And Toronto making a change. Siakam's checked in. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Flynn against Doncic. A nice shot by Flynn. Flynn's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Giddey. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto trails by 17. Now Flynn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first free throw is good.
At the line for your home team.
And both free throws good from Flynn. Barnes against Dawkins. And Dawkins slams it in.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates.
And so it's the Bronx out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter.
Doncic ngeblok. Mantap, Hawkin ngeblok lagi. Ngedang. 3 poin yang gagal. Gagal juga. Mantap.
One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in the first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Great open look there. Barnes has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Toronto.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Williams kicks to Curry. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. It's a 14-point game. Siakam trying to free himself up. Barnes can't get it to go. Curry attacking. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
Well, shooting might be Curry's calling card, but he has an incredible handle as well, and that allows him to get through the defense.
Van Vliet wide open. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's Adams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bronx leads by 15.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
Siakam deciding where to go with it. And Siakam throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Pass to Adams. The shot comes out. Good D by Siakam. Toronto trails by 13. Van Vliet finds Barnes. That's the 3 fly. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, we talk so much about Curry being the best shooter after he makes a 3, but there's a lot more to it. I mean, this guy's also the most accurate free throw shooter of all time. So it's pure no matter where it comes from.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Ken Burge is checked in for Siakam. Young comes in for Barnes. Mikhailov's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Carr, no good. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Now the pass to Mikhailov. Williams with the block.
The main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Flynn. The Bronx also with a sub. Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Stephen Curry. 2 on the clock. And again, no good by Toronto. The Bronx leading by 13. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
And the Raptors making a change here. Flynn's checked in. Inside, here's Carr, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Carr's got 6.
And Carr, as consistent as it gets. Just a phenomenal scorer, especially when he gets some room to get a shot off.
Up top, Flynn. Carr covering. Here's Trent. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Raptors have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Ken Burge. And Chris Boucher's subbed in for Thaddeus Young.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Doncic. Flynn grabs the miss. Toronto trails by 13. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. On deep, Trent. Williams with the block. And he's able to get it back. Doncic against Flynn. The Raptors need to get a shot. On deep, Trent. Oh, through the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that will allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bronx. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He's such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Curry's checked in for Carr, and he makes both free throws. 27 seconds left in the third. Pass to Achua. Trent with it. Passes it to Mikhailov. Back to Trent. Three-pointer. Bronx grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Doncic. In the dunk by Doncic.
And this is a sign of Giannis and his growth. The floor awareness now looking outstanding.
And so it's the Bronx sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for the Bronx, we've got Williams. Watkins is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Curry. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position. The Bronx leading by 14. Down low, Dawkins. And Dawkins slams it in.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Dawkins has gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Outside Flynn. Pass to Mikhailu. And Siakam has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's the Bronx. Outside Curry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bronx.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
Stephen Curry is checked in for the Bronx, so he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Bronx leading by 16. They double-team Curry. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Barnes. Curry's gone 2 for 7 from the field. And he uses the pass on the layup. And the Bronx leads by 18.
It's funny how much the defense has to focus more on not leaving their man when Giddey has the ball.
Here's Barnes. Outside Flynn from downtown. Bronx grabs the miss. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Basket counts.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Steven Adams.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update now on Fred VanVleet. What's the status, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Toronto's head athletic trainer. He's calling it a high ankle sprain, and he told me that he's currently in extreme pain. And that's a potentially devastating injury that will keep him out not just the rest of today, but quite a while, too. That is just awful.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
And he recovers it. 6 on the shot clock.
Great defense by Giannis, using his length that time, and that shot had no chance.
Against the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they carried it out.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Curry, and Curry with the stuff.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Barnes against Giannis. Barnes passes to Trent. Flynn kicks to Barnes. Looking to end the run. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And a new group getting ready for the Bronx. Off the inbound. That one a little long. And it's the Bronx with the ball. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Curry's shot is off. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Flynn against Williams. Flynn dishes to Young. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Flynn. Here's Benton. And the Raptors miss again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Giannis. Here's Curry with the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Here is Flynn.
Wis, mantap.
So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Segitu aja dulu episode kali ini NBA 2K23. Sampai bertemu di episode selanjutnya. Thank you for watching.